All right, well, we finally got a break in the weather, so we're able to get some work done around here. Now that we got the mini excavator, we are working on some power lines and some water lines. So I have two 4-gauge lines that run into the barn. At one point, one of them was cut. It had to happen a while ago because everything's under concrete. So we're getting that fixed. We're going to run a new line up through there into the foundation and then up into where the breaker panel is. And then I need to tee off of this water line here because we're running a water line trenching all the way out and around to somewhere over here so we can put a automatic water in, and then we're going to put a yard spigot somewhere up the hill. So we got a lot more trenching to do, a lot more digging, but now that we have this all opened up, I'll be able to start at least working in the ground. I gotta dig it out a little bit wider, and then we'll see what we can do about getting through the foundation and cutting in from the breaker panel down through the floor. So we got one of these hammer drill tools the other day from Harbor Freight. It was on sale. It was halfway decent, so we'll see if that's able to get us a 2-ish inch hole through the concrete. We'll just keep digging. That should go something like that. And then rubber boots. Let's get some holes drilled into the side here. I think this stuff is going to be thick enough to do what I'm trying to do here. Probably take 3 days to cure or 2. Let's find out. All right, let's break into this thing. This is a hole saw I got from Amazon. It's cheapo. It doesn't have a center bit, so we're gonna try and fudge it. I don't know if I can hold it there. If I can't, then I'm going to have to drill some sort of guide out of plywood or something. This goes in cha. Like that. Alright. Wonder if I need to grease something. Looks like there's a tube of grease in here. Professional grease, not just regular grease. For those who are curious, I don't know where that even goes. It's probably what the instructions are for. We'll find the old grease hole later. Wires right in there. This is not gonna work either. An angle because we hit the cinder block there. I don't know if you can see that. There's cinder block wall right there. But I think we're all the way through. Once the smoke settles, I'll check it out and then we'll go bust the hole through the other side, hopefully. Alright, I'm sorry, I know it's super low light in here, but I can't, I don't want to turn the power on without worrying about cutting through a line and killing myself, so well, should be enough light, if not barely. But we're through the outside, now we gotta cut through the inside. I'll get my PPE and we'll start drilling. All right, quick update. I took this piece of metal here and a sledgehammer, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of light down there. So we did get through, just had to beat some of the rock out of the way. So the hard part's over, now we just gotta run some pipe. So that ought to be interesting, but wouldn't be too hard. We were like 1.5 inches off. The hole down there is a little bit further to the left than I thought, so. But we're good, we're all good. We'll start getting some PVC run and see if we can get some 240 run out to the barn. That'll be exciting. That'll barely go. Screw this back in. It'll be tight, but tight is good. Slide this over to where it needs to be. All right, we got the line run up here. We got it hooked up with the house. It's got power. Moment of truth, turning on the breaker as long as this doesn't trip. Ah, would you look at that? We're good. I'll just shrink wrap that tubing, just put some heat on it, and be done. Well, we worked until about 7 o'clock last night, got everything trenched out and all of the plumbing done. So that's a little contraption of my own design there. Hopefully all the extra PVC there will help it from getting crushed. But we got the pipe ran all the way out, all the drains that we destroyed redone all the way out. We have the drinking post, watering post, whatever you want to call it, installed. And then up there by the excavator we have the yard hydrant installed as well. So this drinking post required, after reading the instructions, some tar paper on top. So we got a bunch of rock underneath, tar paper on top. That's ready to backfill outside of getting my shovel out of there. And then we did the same thing with the yard hydrant up here. Let me show you that. So here's the yard hydrant. Have same deal. I kind of leveled it out yesterday. Probably needs it done again, but rock, tar paper, dirt on top, and now we're ready to backfill everything. So I'm going to start down by the barn so that I can get that all covered up, so I can get the tractor in and out of the barn, and then we'll work our way back out. All right, well, we're going to be about finished up with this one. I got this kind of roughly graded out. The idea being I can come back through with the tractor and drag it again and seed it and straw, but we have a couple other projects I need to work on, so I don't want to put all this in grass yet, because I'm going to be driving over it with different equipment and whatnot when we start digging out this bank. So we're going to start working on the bank, and we'll wrap this one up. I did take all the excess dirt and essentially put it down here to where the new road's going to be. So we're going to start filling this all in so that we can have the new road here, because the fence line is going to come like right up the center of this old road. So that's it for now. We'll call this one done and then start working on some other projects.